Oh, it didn't give us a 3, 2, 1. It's all changed. It's all changed. Anyway, hello. I've been away for a couple of weeks. Sunning it up in Cuba. Now, hang on. There. And I've tried to get rid of that. And I've still got it. Look at that. Anyway. Yeah, it's all still there. I tried to get rid of that and it didn't go anywhere. Not to worry. It's bloody hot over there. I'll tell you that for nothing. And also, I don't know how anything ever gets done. Now, Starlo's on! Hey! How are you doing, my lad? Now then, everything's bad for you, right? I've realised this. And it is. Cuba was great, Starlo. I'll tell you about it in a second. I went horse riding. I've got a little story about that. I had a very sore arse afterwards. And it wasn't because of the whole... Well, yeah. Anyway. You put me off now. So yeah, everything's bad for you, right? Well, where am I going with this? Right. There's a few people I know who think like, right, kettlebells are bad for you. You know, you run Bath Kettlebell Society, but I've heard that they're bad for you. They hurt your back. They give you blisters on your hands. I was told by somebody this morning there's a gym around where the show, they had like a load of people showing their hands like this and there was all blood and that, and they took a picture of it and was like, great workout today and all that. Paul Lamb's on, how are you doing? Great workout today, and they had blisters on the hands with blood everywhere and all that. Now, that means your technique's bad and you're not going to be able to work out for the next few days because it's going to hurt. All wrong. Anyway, I've got a little story for you. So I've just got back from Cuba. I was in Cuba for 2 weeks. And it's hot. And it's a very odd country. I don't know how anything gets done. It's amazing. And there's 50s cars everywhere still, which is great. Half of the buildings are falling down. But it's got this weird dignity about it where it's just like, you know, it works. The whole thing works. But it's very frustrating because everything happens extremely slowly, which is quite nice when you're on holiday. And also, there's like zero Wi-Fi. I didn't look at my phone for 11 days, which was great. It was fantastic. I had conversations and everything, like proper ones, instead of sitting there on my phone all day. So zero Wi-Fi, so I came back to like a stupid amount of messages on Facebook, loads of emails, bloody buzzing in lots of other apps I've got, and like WhatsApp, I've got this other one called Voxer for this other group that I'm in, and all this sort of stuff. And I hadn't missed anything. I'd missed bugger all. I think it was about 2 important emails and that was it. So all those people checking their phones like 3, 4, 5, 6 times a minute, or an hour or whatever. I think you check your phone like 80 times a day or something stupid like that. I don't know what the stats are, but you're not missing anything. So I wouldn't worry about it. Now, anywho. Yes, so one of the days that I was there, I was staying in like these casa things, people's houses. They have a room on the end of the house, like it was on Airbnb. It's kind of like most of them are kind of like half these people's houses. They give you half the house and they say they charge you money to stay there because they make money off it. And then the other 10 of them, because they all live with like mum and dad and daughters and granddaughters and all this, is like 10 of them in one house, all in the other room with a kitchen. Anyway, but they're all super nice. Cubans are ridiculously nice. And this one guy was like, right, I'll sort you out this thing tomorrow. It's what everyone does when they come round here. And it was a horse riding trek down into this valley where you could see them rolling cigars and all that, of which I bought 10. Check that out. They're great, they are. Wow, fantastic. I'm going to send 2 of them away as a present because my sister-in-law likes a Cuban cigar. And my brother will hate me for that because he hates the smell of it. Anyway, watched them rolling cigars, and that was great. So I got some of them there. We went to this next place to see how they make coffee and all that sort of stuff, which is basically, it was all it's dead simple. With the cigars, it was like, we'll dry the leaves, roll them up, wallop, done. With the coffee, it was like, well, that's a tree, that's a coffee plant with the beans on. We'll take the beans off, we'll smash them up a bit, we'll roast them, and then we'll grind them. Simple as that. But then we went swimming in this lake, right? So I haven't been on horse since I was about 12, right? I'm not a horse rider. But basically the guy just stuck us on a horse, told me in Spanish, he was like, that goes left, that goes right. I speak a bit of Spanish, but not too much. That goes left, that goes right. And he did all the commands for the horse to get it to trot and all that. So as it was trotting, I was like bouncing around on it like this. Right? Now, I don't know if that's dangerous or not, but he seemed to think it was alright. So anyway, did the tobacco thing, did the coffee thing, and then went for a swim. But I didn't have my stuff with us, so I just went in my shorts and me duds, as they're known up north. Candy will know what I'm talking about. Duds. That's kecks. That's pants. So, went swimming in them, and then got out and, got dried off a little bit. I don't think I even had a towel, so I just got dried off a little bit and then put my t-shirt back on, and we got back on the horse and trekked back. It took about half an hour to get back, right? And it was quite exciting. I was bouncing around on it again and all that. However, I did realise when I jumped in the shower after this, because we've been swimming in the lake and stuff like that, so you get itchy and all that sort of stuff from all the stuff in there, especially when you're in different countries and all that. So I was like, I'll have a shower in the world's worst shower. I was trying to think of a better word for it, but it was just a trickle of water. But anyway, I had a shower in that, and as the water trickled down my back, I was like, ooh, it was a bit sore. It was because I'd basically blistered my arse. Both sides blistered. And it was sore. It was red. I looked at it in the mirror. And it was very red. And it hurt. And I was like, and I was like, blimey, that was just from riding a horse. But then I realised it wasn't. It was because I had wet pants on, wet shorts and wet duds. So my skin was soft, so it blistered it all, you see. Now that's not good, is it? That's not good. Now, does that mean horse riding is bad for you? Everything's bad for you, right? So I went horse riding, I had wet pants on, I got a blistered arse. So does that mean I'm never going to do it again? Not really. No. Because it was my own stupid fault. I should have realised that, shouldn't I? So this is what I get when I see people in gyms, or I see, people will try something and they go, well, I've tried it, but it hurt a little bit, and therefore I'm not going to do it because it's bad for you. So you got to think, well, is it? Crossing the street's bad for you if you get hit by a car, isn't it? Let's face it. Just means you're doing it wrong. So, where am I getting to on this then? Well, like I said, some stuff I've seen where people posted lots of things like, I've got bleeding hands, that's brilliant, I've had a great workout. Other people, I can't do it because it gives us blisters on my hands. The guys who come down to me, they don't get all of that because they start from where they're at. They use the weight that is appropriate to them for the technique that they've got and the ability that they've got and the level of fitness and mobility that they've got. So they start out in the right place. So we never see pictures of people with bleeding hands and all that sort of stuff, with blisters. Especially not ones on their arse like what I had, because there's none of that goes on. So this is where you get to the point of are using kettlebells bad for you? Well, actually no, if you've got them in the right hands, if you get taught by the right person, i.e. me, yours truly, if you get taught by the right person, it'll be really good for you. It'll get you moving better, it'll get you stronger, it'll get you fitter, it'll get you healthier, it'll help you live longer, all of that sort of stuff. All of that, I go on about this all the time, all of that sort of stuff, right? So, I've got a 2-week trial starting next Monday. And I've had a fair few inquiries about it. A few questions. People have very, very rarely got many questions because I answer everything on here, I answer stuff in emails, all of that. People very rarely ask what's involved, they just turn up. Few people say, how much does it cost? It's 30 quid for a 2-week trial for 3 sessions a week, So the worst that can happen is you turn up, you do 2 weeks, you don't like it, it's cost you 30 quid, but you'll probably learn a load as well, see? So, there you go. And you never know, you might even really like it. And if you turn up the first session, you have the first session, you're like, this is absolutely bloody ridiculous and I'm not doing it and I hate it and it's not for me, I'll give you your money back. Simple as that. Simple as that. Because I know it works. Because the guys who do come along have turned up. A lot of them have just turned up. A couple of them have come along and said, I don't even want to do the trial, I'll just sign up straight away, and they join straight away. A few of them have done that. So that starts next Monday. I will be putting a link below in there, which is a program that I used where I got started with all of this sort of stuff. So you can download that and have a look at it. That'll put you onto my email list anyway, and then through those emails you can get onto the 2-week trial. You can apply for it because there's an application process, okay? Because it's like I say, it's not for everyone. So like there's a lot of people who just say, right, I'm going to come along, and then they turn up and do decide it's not for them, and that's absolutely fine. But I want to try and find that out before you even turn up. I need to know what you're looking for. I need to know what you want before you turn up. So if you tell me what you want, then I'll be able to deliver it to you, you see? So there we go. Horse riding's bad for you. And so are kettlebells. Everyone says it, so it must be true, right? And I got a blistered arse on a horse, so therefore it's true. But that was all my fault. Anyway, it's my first video back. I'm a bit rusty. It's been 2 weeks, so I've forgotten how it all works. So it's probably a load of bollocks. But hit the link below. Hit me up if you've got any questions. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.